major shakeup involving American Airlines and its presence here in Charlotte. The flight training center is leaving the Queen City and moving to Dallas. Fox 46 Chief Transportation Correspondent Hawker Vanguard first broke this story today on Fox 46 News at noon and joins us live at Charlotte Douglas with the impact that this move will have there. Hawker?
We're talking about 85 people who work here at the Charlotte Flight Training Center. These are flight simulator engineers, flight crew training instructors. All of them, their jobs and the technology are going west to the Dallas-Fort Worth headquarters of American Airlines. Specifically, we're talking about 4 Airbus A320 simulators, much like you see here on your screen, multi-million-dollar machines heading to Dallas-Fort Worth. The workforce here, though, extremely senior. Many of them started their careers with Piedmont Airlines more than 35 years ago. And even though we are dealing with this here locally with just 85 jobs, this is sending a ripple effect through the system on the East Coast here. Many pilots are going to have to go to Dallas now, which means taking up seats and space on the planes that are already packed.
It's a little intimidating, but as long as you keep your mask and you try to, follow the protocol, I think you're going to be fine.
Hawker, no doubt the travel is picking up right now. Could this be a cost-saving measure by American?
I don't think so, Brian. This is actually going to cost American Airlines money. You have to realize what goes into training a pilot just once a year for their recurrent training. They're going to have to send them to Dallas, which means taking a seat out of inventory. They're going to pay them flight pay for an extra day. They're going to have to buy a hotel room for them, and they're going to have an extra day's worth of per diem. American Airlines told me this is all to get a more consistent training experience for these pilots. It also helps the FAA get their eyes on the pilots a little more frequently and, like I said, equally across the board, Brian.
Yeah, it's certainly Charlotte Douglas always takes great pride in having a big hub of American Airlines, but I guess they're moving back to their headquarters back in the Dallas area, Fort Worth. All right, Hawker Vanguard live at Charlotte Douglas for us tonight.